Hmm. I'm in a library.
You're in a library. There's nothing in the library that will destroy it. As for the rest of the tower, you're not really sure. I mean, you don't think throwing it off the roof would help? You'd just lose it? That would be probably not helpful.
I've just got this image of Tobias sitting in one of the chairs in the library going, phylactery. Phylactery.
I'm just picking up things at random that are within reach to say, nope, no, that's not going to work. No,
And you pick up a book, like a really heavy book, and go, no.
Might damage
the book.
Yeah. There's a paperweight. That's got a bit of no, that's not going to do it.
So you wander through the tower, starting on the roof. Yeah, there's nothing really up there except, but you should really clean those golems. Are kind of starting to smell.
Attracting flies.
Yeah, you should maybe just ignore it. It's fine. Nothing up there that you want to touch. Could you?
While I'm up there, I'll cast an unseen servant and just say like, clear this up, and then wander off.
The unseen servant starts chucking the bodies off the roof.
Nice. Oh. That's what I do.
You head through the bedroom, but there's kind of nothing in there.
Is it?
That is from
when
the
Jay
top
comes
of the
back. From Jay comes back to the gate, and just this clatter.
Yep. Well, actually, no. I've just occurred to me that if he's pushing off the top, I believe there's a parapet that runs wider than the top.
God,
yes, they will splatter. He'll have to go down and push them off that as well. It'll be a whole process. Nice. Nothing in the bedroom. Nothing in the library. You don't really want to damage any books. Heading down the workshop area, there's a lot of tools and there's some forges, and that's probably your best bet. But you don't by the time you get down there, you don't see anything terribly obvious. But that seems like your best bet. Maybe. What sort of ways would Tobias be thinking about? Would he just be thinking about stuff to hit it with? What sort of options?
Oh, no. So Tobias is immediately going to assume that the solution to all problems lies with magic.
Right.
And a physical force is, that's the resort of barbarians.
Okay, so Tobias might actually focus on the library, trying to find ways to destroy phylacteries, then.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds good.
Like, keep looking in books.
Books have the answer.
Yes. Hold on.
Shut up, nerd.
Stand by. I'm trying to find phylactery details.
It is under a lich, I believe. Is it?
No, there's a whole bit on like a lich's lair.
Yeah. There we go. It is under lich. It's right at the bottom under death and restoration.
Okay.
Restoration?
What?
It's fine. You don't know anything about this.
Lich is gone. Don't have to worry about it. I killed it.
Okay.
Well, you didn't. Because the phylactery still exists.
No. I killed it. I crushed its heart in my bare hand, Tobias.
You did do that. So, given that your previous investigation success in the library, you find that the phylactery was forged in the sort of super hot alloy furnaces of the tower.
Oh, okay. And that they might be instrumental in its destruction.
Yes.
I see.
Is this something you'd like to attempt yourself, or...?
I feel I might be getting Virok to do the actual manual labor side of it.
All right. Virok, Tobias comes to you with a locket.
And there's like some sort of just like you see Viric's silhouette across like one of the workbenches, and you just hear noises of tinkering and buzzsaws. You don't know where the buzzsaw's coming from, but it's like and just hammering. And I'm like, I'm doing it.
Well, I'll come in and I'll start with a. You know, lutes are traditionally made of wood, don't you?
There's wood in this.
Okay, good. So the soundboard is going. No, fine. It's fine. It looks amazing.
So,
What have you used for string?
I haven't got to that part yet.
Right.
I'm sure there's bound to be something which is useful in here. So, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just while I'm here, just a thing. There's some forges. Have you seen the forges? They're really good. Have you had a go at them yet?
Not yet. No. I was. That might be something. I mean, obviously we can't tell Jay about this, but I mean, I might need. I mean,
he's
if we
gone.
could- I know, but if we could, you know, cast this up, we could make more.
You could. In fact, yes. No, if you get the forges going, like reasonably quickly, like now, any time now would be great.
Oh, okay.
It's this amazingly epic tower of awesomeness to basically turn it into a guitar factory. Is this what you do?
There's a twist. No one would ever.
Yeah.
No. Well, I never saw it coming.
It's teenage boys making guitars,
Yeah.
so it's gonna have like flames coming out of it. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna be...
every single one's like the side of a horrific 80s D&D van with like, you know, a Pegasus riding a unicorn with lightning coming out of it. It's like
Pegasus.
yes!
A Pegasus riding a unicorn.
Yeah. You heard me.
Sweet baby Jesus.
It is non-traditional, but that's where we're at.
So rebellious.
Submissions for MS Paint.
Submissions now open for all of your MS Paint illustrations of our campaign.
You could forge a load of them chains that people used to chain their Velcro wallets to.
Oh yeah. Pick out a new chain wallet. That's perfect. Yeah. Those
Really?
extra baggy pants from 2002.
Baggy pants.
Yeah.
And some people had sets of 3 different length chains attached to the same wallet.
Yeah,
if you remember that.
With extra straps. Frosted tips.
With no money in it whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
Well, you spent it all on the chains.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got to keep it attached to you. So yes, where are these forges then? Are they
So-
in the workshop that I am at the moment?
So they're on the like ground floor bit of the workshop.
Right. So move my character sheets out of the way. Move my character sheets out of the way. Right, okay. It's not the pillars. It's down here somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's down here somewhere.
So I'll be like, okay, I'll put the tarp, I'd like a tarp over the loot and head down, basically moving around, go past all the different areas, and then down into here where the forges are, and I take a quick look at them and see if they can be lit or anything.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. You have all the materials here you need to get these forges going. They look like there's some kind of special alloy forges. It looks like they go really hot. But that sounds useful.
Oh, excellent. And more of an experiment more than anything. I'll see what I can do and get it lit.
Yeah, given your general experience, it's not hard at all for you to get these forges going pretty hot. They're beautifully crafted, great forges.
These are great.
Yeah, it's making your life really easy, which is why you're making this guitar so unexpectedly fast, thanks to the equipment of this tower.
Yeah. We'll just start making some of the the strings for it, and
I've
start
never
forging.
heard of a forge being used in guitar projects ever.
No.
No,
This is
that's because it's not this guitar.
this is not DOS loot. That's why.
No,
DOS
this is for
loot.
another thing.
This is. What do you mean? This is for another thing?
Oh yeah, just while we're here, since you've got them lit, we kind of need to destroy this.
And I look at it and go, what is it?
You don't need to worry about that.
I mean-
all we need to know is it just needs to be destroyed.
Virok wisdom save.
Oh no! Where's my saves? Yep.
You don't want to destroy it. That's a perfectly good. That's lovely craftsmanship. Why are you trying to
That
destroy
is-
it? Why? What?
That is lovely. The thing is though, Tobias, I can't just keep throwing things into the furnace. There may be a reaction. You're a man of magic.
The
You know
arcane.
yes, the arcane. You have reactions in your magical studies. This is my area of expertise. This is science. You can't just throw things in.
Oh, I think science does that all the time.
Yes, but we make a record of it.
We'll make a record and then we'll throw it in.
Look, I can't just do that. I mean, look at the craftsmanship on it. It looks like a proper old artifact. Maybe it belongs to somebody. Maybe you could sell it.
Yeah, it did belong to somebody, but he no longer is around for now.
You stole it?
It was quartz tiles. If it
Oh, just like,
helps.
oh, then okay.
Yeah. Let's just say that bad things are going to happen if we do not destroy this.
I don't know. I mean,
All of that makes sense, Virok,
Yeah.
but you just have this irrational, like a rational urge that you don't want to. You don't know why,
Yeah,
but you don't want to.
I don't. You're right. I don't really want to do it.
Is
mean,
the
I like stretch my hand out to try and grab it, and like, look, I can take care of it. Just give it here.
No, the precious.
It's very precious to me.
I will hold
Please
it
don't sue us.
back. It's all right. I don't think anyone got what we were going for.
No, not at all.
It's obscure.
It's an old reference, sir.
Thesaurus.com. That are precious.
Valuable to me. It is valuable to me.
Adored.
Adored. Oh, that's a good one.
Prize. Cherished. Depends how it's making
Anyway.
you feel, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, we can't destroy this. It's a work of art. And besides, if it is quartz tiles, maybe it's magic. Maybe we can we can look at it and study it and make one ourselves.
Oh no, we don't want to be making one ourselves.
No,
No, that will go very badly wrong.
no.
You
I
would-
think
You
that's
wouldn't like that.
I think that's a pretty good idea. I like the idea of that. So if you just hand it to me, and I can get started on that. We don't need the DOS loot anymore. We can just do this.
Virok, do you trust me?
Now that is, I feel, is a loaded question there, Tobias. But trust is such a difficult thing to get nowadays.
I just trust me in this. We can't we can't keep hold of this. For the good of us, for the good of everything, it must be destroyed.
I mean, what if it's vital for something in the tower? What if we can,
It is vital for something in the tower. That's
Oh,
the
well, there
issue.
we go then.
Absolutely vital for something that we do not want.
I don't understand. There's loads of stuff in the tower that we.
Look, it is
What
very.
if it unlocks another library in the tower?
Oh no, it does not. It's a very complicated situation. It's magic. You wouldn't understand.
Oh.
And with that, oh, I'm like, give it here, and I go to grab it.
All right, that's gonna be contested. I think strength, because it's like a grab, or we could do contested dexterity.
I think Dex.
Did I do that?
So the thing is, you can do
Probably
hold
dex
person.
first.
Hold person is not a reaction though. So
Okay, right.
we're gonna do dex versus dex for the
Okay.
grabbing the thing.
Wha! Oh no!
Oh, there's just straight up dexterity.
You've got yourself a nice new locket.
And I'm like,
So-
give it here.
And it just out of nowhere, just you weren't expecting it. You weren't quite ready to bias. You were still sort of in gentle pottering research mode, and it's just swiped out of your hand before you can even react.
And I'm like, I'm bigger and I'm better than you. Give it here.
It's Hilda! No! We have to cut that bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I start like looking at it. I'm like, oh, and I staring deeply into it.
It's nice. It's nice. You like it.
Hmm.
Does writing on it show more as opposed to its reports?
No, there is no extra writing showing up, and I'm not getting any copyright. Nothing.
Yeah.
Well done, Tobias.
I will have to go for the hold person then.
All right.
Oh God damn it! what is it?
So
A
wisdom
wisdom.
save.
Oh, you know how good I'm at these.
Spell is DC
Oh.
is 14.
Aha!
Oh no!
And I, like, it breaks me from my stupor of staring at it. I'm like, oh, Tobias, that was uncalled for.
Dragon's breath it is.
You can hear the
If-
cogs turning. Do I
If
want
you
to kill
would,
him?
if you would like, you can make. It maybe would have happened earlier, I guess, but you can do some sort of persuasion versus insight kind of thing to see if you can break through to Virok.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You can always roll against each other if both of you are willing.
yeah, absolutely. Like, I can go over this all day. It's fine.
Blow him up, Tobias.
Don't blow him up.
No, that was Hyperion.
All right.
And okay then. So you're making a
So it's
Right, so
it's a
you-
persuasion versus insight kind of thing, I think.
So if I do insight,
Oh no.
Because
oh,
you're trying to persuade Virok, like, look,
Oh!
don't you?
oh,
Okay. So I guess it's Tobias. You can sort of get through to Virok, and it's up to you how you want to RP this, but you can get through to Virok a bit with, like, don't you think it's weird that you don't want to destroy this, or whatever line of reasoning you're trying to use. But Virok,
It's
you can
just-
decide the effectiveness of that, because even though it gets through to you, you do still want the thing.
oh yeah.
It's playing with your mind.
And I'm
It's
like, no one
wormless
plays with
playing.
no one plays with my mind, and I'm just sort of grabbing it. I'm holding it, keeping
It's
it close
just like
to me.
Jay when he sings. It's insidious.
And I stop.
You need to resist, just like you resist Jay's temptations.
And you can see him sort of like like thinking it over, and he's just like, and he sort of like reluctantly stretches out his arm, still holding on to it, and he's just like, and he sort of just
You can do it.
drops it on the floor. I'm like, oh,
and then can I scoop it up and throw it in the forge?
Yes, you can. And as it melts, it lets out a blast of foul arcane energy.
Look
as
out!
It slowly starts to melt in the forge, and you hear a sort of distant, high-pitched scream carried on the wind from nowhere.
Loser.
You suck. And with that, like Virak sort of like clearly very shaken by this, and he's like, "Whoa, I am so sorry about that, Tobias. I didn't.
That's okay. We got there.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that at all.
I think
So
that
what-
was. We
what
dodged a
the-
bullet there.
What was that?
That was quartz toil.
But
We hadn't quite finished him off, but it's
I-
okay. It's fine now.
Right. Okay.
That, I'm pretty sure, was the last of him.
I'm sure there couldn't possibly be more of those, could there?
No. No.
Oh, good. Good.
They're quite difficult to make.
Yeah, but this tower we can pretty much make anything.
Yeah. So how's that loot coming along?
Oh, pretty good. I mean, now that we've got the furnaces. Wait a second.
Yeah. Don't use the furnaces for the loot. Let it hold it over for a bit. Let's not start mixing things.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right. I mean, it might improve. No. I think you're right. You just
The
you can
lich
see very-
loot is the world's not, it's not ready for it.
The
No.
lich shows up playing the lute.
As awesome as a show that would be.
Next
would
time
be-
you're
that
out
would be
camping, you hear sinister
amazing.
lute. The sinister lute music in the distance.
Sinister loot. Just sinister heavy metal. Oh no!
And each night it's a little closer.
He provides his own boss battle music.
Yes.
Oh dear.
And,
You have done that. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think what it might be a case of Virak then goes back to try and do the loot, but that has proper shaken him. He's not a fan of not being in control of his own body. So I think he'll just go back and see what he can do with the loot, and then give up for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it was kind of late on in the day because this happened after Tobias's full day of research, so it was kind of late on anyway. So it's like,
well.
I'm gonna go have a drink or something.
I think it's definitely a one to sort of
Yeah.
go to bed.
So we were doing it late at night, and there's a thunderstorm in the background.
Oh yes,
lightning.
so
and...
totally not ominous at all.
Yeah.
Destroy it! Burn it! I'm afraid I can't do that, Tobias.
Barak, no!
All
I mean,
right.
it's either that or you were filming a heavy metal video.
No, it could be. We're in the basement.
True.
All right, Jay, you spend another night carousing. You have a
I
lovely
want to
time.
find the people who robbed me.
Okay. How are you going to go
Balls
about
carousing.
that?
I want to go to the inn and I want to make some inquiries. I want to
Okay.
see who's coming to a lot of money.
You're gonna
using
need.
my super duper charisma skills.
Yeah, use your super duper charisma skills to try to convince people to tell you things, to try and help them remember.
What do you want?
Are you-
Charisma.
you just
Make persuasion.
Are you just walking into the pub and going, which of you buggers nicked my pub?
No. Like, I'm being very coy about it.
Oh,
Like, trying to find out if there's, like, thieves operating or, you know, that sort of thing. What did you want?
Persuasion.
Sorry. Whoop! Oh, I know nothing.
You
walk
tried to
in and
find
I'm
out,
like,
but it looks like the
"Did you rob
locals.
me?"
It was you, wasn't it?
Walk
That's a dog,
straight up
sir.
Walk up to the small child in the corner because that seems to be my target audience. You child!
It just starts crying.
Daddy! And his dad's
It's a
like,
pub.
Jesus,
You shouldn't even be in here.
it's a medieval pub. It's a dark fantasy pub.
In the olden times, drinking like weak alcohol was much safer than drinking water. Water gave you like
Right.
dysentery.
Mm-hmm.
This is
True.
true.
For free.
You know what you needed there before you said that, Katie? Is you needed a little like a little come-in music before you gave that piece of history, like a little
Welcome
theme tune or
to-
something.
Welcome
a
to
more
History
you know.
with Katie.
Yeah.
During the cholera outbreak in London, where no one believed that water caused cholera, one man noticed that everyone who worked at the brewery and got free beer didn't get cholera. This is because they didn't drink water, they only drank beer. And nobody believed him when he said that a water pump caused it, so he just went and vandalized the water pump. And then the cholera stopped. It was amazing. That was
History with
Katie.
Katie.
Yes, unfortunately, you don't find out who it was.
No worries.
But you can try again the next
But you do
night.
get cholera.
Hang on, I need to look up what the symptoms for cholera were.
Okay,
Death.
Virok.
Death was a symptom.
Virok, you spend
Not
another
immediately.
day crafting. Focus. I have now sent you all of the details you get in your magical research, and you also in your religious research about Photus, and you also continue your rituals to Photus, but with a sort of new reverence for maybe the form that Photus used to take, because it's kind of the same god, just worshipped in a different way.
Hotus.
Hocus pocus.
Hotus.
Did you see the
Lord.
whispers I sent you, or do you want me to?
I certainly did. Yeah.
I can send them all in one big block of text over Discord if you want, because I realize they get buried.
Yes, that's a pretty good idea.
That's the information that you find over the course of your 10 days of rituals.
So, can I use my newfound inspiration to read that book to find out where the Lightbringer might actually? Wait a minute. Yeah, how to find the Lightbringer.
So you would. Oh dear, Jay. So if you want to find, so the book describes that, kind of as mentioned, it would be given to a champion who would then go out into the world, and then it would need to come back to the mountain to be renewed. So you kind of
where
find.
is this mountain?
Well, you can find some hints as to where the mountain would be, and I think they're in the middle of the text. It kind of gives you like
wait a minute.
a vague idea.
So... Oh yes, there you go.
And that's assuming it's there. It depends if the champion was there or was out in the world somewhere. It seems that the champion would sort of roam the continent doing good,
So-
doing Photusy things.
So he's like Mad Max. Only less
Only not. Very different setting, but sure. So yeah, the champion would roam around doing good. So it depends. There's a chance that it's at the mountain, or it was on the
or
champion.
anywhere else in the world.
Could be anywhere. Could have been acquired by your family at some point.
Is there anything in this library that would document anything about this champion or where he might have ended up?
So that's going to involve breaking off from your daily rituals and starting a research project. basically.
Well, I know what I'll be doing after this ritual, so
So it takes the 10 days of rituals to get the inspiration that you want. I'll let you like take a pause halfway through to do some research, especially since it's religious research. But that does mean you won't get the inspiration if you don't do the whole 10 days.
no, I'll do the 10 days. This is all thoughts that are coming to me during prayer and meditation.
Yeah, and it's sort of you're kind of more focused on the prayer and meditation than the research. So this stuff that you find by just reading this book that I've given you, it sort of can happen slowly over the 10 days, so that by the end you're then ready to do some research.